sweating.
First guest of the third series, over 700 career goals. Over 700 career games, more than 200 career goals.
I wish over 700 fucking goals.
Quizmaster's dream as well. You must be the only man with 3 red cards in one game.
Yeah, I think it's a record, yeah.
3 red cards in one game?
Yeah. For Aberdeen. For Aberdeen, yeah.
How did that happen?
So we played Dundee United live on Sky. And we was always third behind Celtic and Rangers, and Roy Aitken, the manager at the time, he was under pressure. He says, basically, we need to win tomorrow. Sunday, live on Sky. Need me big players to perform, blah, blah, blah. And I got booked after 30 seconds with a tackle on the left back. And I want, you know, John, I want the quickest fucking got there as quick as I could. And
still 5 minutes late.
Fucking 5 minutes late. But it was a left back, I can't remember the foreign lad he was, and he squealed on the floor. Straight away, got a yellow. And then I think we're about 2-0 down after about fucking 12 minutes. Jim Leighton was in goal for Dundee United, and he was an ex-Aberdeen thingy. And we're 2-0 down, my head's gone. And it was the same tackle on the same lad. Went to play it down the line, left my foot in, fucking squealed on the floor. Referee gave me a yellow and then a red. And I called him a Scottish as I walked off the pitch.
The ref?
Yeah. You were fucking Scottish, you fucking cheat and all that. So, and then as I walked down the tunnel, it was like near the corner flag. And I just punched the corner flag and it come out the ground. We come in, we got beat 5. So all of a sudden, like, referee assistant knocks on the door and he says, can I have Windass and Mr. Aitken in the referee's room, please? He just read the right act. Reported Mr. Windass for 2 tackles, which is a red. Reported Mr. Windass for calling me a Scottish. That's another red. Punching the corner flag that could have endangered the supporters. That's another red. I got 8 game ban. And I got 2 weeks wages by the club and 2 weeks wages by the SFA.
Oh, Jesus. 3 red cards
3
in
red
one
cards,
game.
yeah. It's a record.
You must be the only man as well finished top goal scorer, 2 clubs in one season.
Yeah, that's because John was here, wasn't it?
That's why we signed him, because that was fucking shit.
No, because I think what it was, Nicky Barmby, the story was Nicky Barmby got injured, snapped his Achilles, did he?
He was injured all the time.
He got injured, yeah. And I got the phone call from the chairman of Bradford saying that we'd already been in administration, and obviously Phil Brown had got the job here after Parkinson left, and Nicky got injured, and the chairman says we can't pay January and February's wages. Looks like we're going to go into administration, might go into liquidation, he says, and I can get 350 grand as a loan deal for you till the end of the season. It'll save the club basically, in a sense. So I says, all right, and I'd scored 12 goals for Bradford at that time, and then he said Hull City and Roy Keane, Sunderland. He says, where do you want to go? And it was a no-brainer. Obviously, my dad was still alive, and you know my mum lives in Hull, and I said, look, it's a no-brainer. You know the answer. He said, well, I knew the answer. I was just.
I wish you'd have picked fucking Sunderland. I might not feel more.
No, I was there. He probably replaced me.
And but no, he just, and I just says, yeah, fine. And then I remember we went to Portugal.
Yeah.
So I met him at Medici's.
That mid-season trip. Yeah.
International weekend.
Yeah.
So I met him at Medici's with my ex-wife, my wife at the time, and Murph was there.
Murph, good boy.
Fuck me, I'm back.
Good boy, eh?
And he actually mentioned John. He says, we've got this big lad up front. And Murph was fucking brilliant. I got on really well with Murph, and he says, this big lad up front, John Parkin, he said he could play in the Premier League. He said, but he likes his fucking bitter and his food. So I went, all right then. He says, but Phil went, I want you to just play in the hall behind Big John, because Barnes is injured. I said, yeah, no problem. And he says, bring your passport tomorrow, we're going to Portugal. And my wife said at the time, you jammy bastard. And then that's how I met all the group, really. And the first time, I don't remember when Murph pissed himself.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So
yeah. It was his birthday, weren't it?
He had them yellow trousers on, didn't he?
The day of the flight was his birthday. Yeah. And he came, and he was a very eccentric, Murph. And he came in some
yellow pants.
Yellow Paddington Bear cross pants. A salmon t-shirt and a fucking pink jumper around, tied around his neck like Alan Partridge.
Cat.
Right, loafers on, no socks. Right? So we went Well, we went, obviously, we got to airport, didn't we, in the morning, like we expected.
You could get on the piss.
Yeah, go on, we'll have a drink. So this is like 8 o'clock in the morning, we're like, oh, fucking brilliant. So anyway, we gets to Portugal and we heads off at, we can go 1 o'clock curfew. So we gets in at sort of 1:15. So
we went to that fucking brothel, didn't we?
Yeah.
I took you to that brothel, didn't I? Nobody did that. Oh no,
it was a strip club, dude.
Strip club, it was.
All the cocktail menu they had.
That's a cut. It was a fucking strip club. I remember Francie, our lads went in the fuck cracking. He's ordered 3 drinks, right, and she's gone €8, €80. So he's got €10 out of his. So he's given us €10. She went, no, €80. He's like, yeah, there's 10 there. It were €80 for 3 fucking drinks. Mate, Francis' face, fucking hell. That what?
Fucking brilliant, man.
Anyway, so we gets back to hotel, and there's Steve Parkin, Murph, Phil Brown, maybe Simon Maltby.
Yeah,
anyway,
Simon Maltby, yeah.
Physio Sai, and Murph's fucking pissing. He weren't speaking, he was just going. So Murph's gone to, he's like wobbled off to the toilet, and he's come back from toilet, and all, like down one side of his fucking yellow trousers, it's just piss.
Map of Africa.
Piss all the way down his
stood there, didn't even do it.
So he must have gone for a piss and obviously not took his cock out, and he stood there and pissed. I can remember Phil Brown went, I think it's time for bed, Major. And he just hobbled off back into bed.
But that was the first fucking night. And I'm sat there, I've not kicked a ball yet, we haven't trained. Fucking hell, fucking cigars, fucking pint. Fucking good move, this, isn't it? You know what I mean? But we got on the flight, and obviously I scored 12 for Bradford, and he was sat behind me, him and Steve Parkin was sat behind me, or whoever I was sat with at the front, and he just tapped me on the shoulder. And he said, how many goals do you think you get from now to the end of the season? And I'd scored 20 in the last 3 seasons for Bradford. I says, well, if I score 8, that'll keep Hull City in the Championship. And my 8th goal was against Cardiff from 1-1-1-0. Yeah. And he was pissed in the bath, drinking in the bath. It was all like, didn't get out of the change rooms for about fucking an hour. Got on the coach, fucking steaming. And then Adam Pearson sold the club after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I tell a story about Adam, he fucking sent me, obviously I was living in Leeds, and he sent me, obviously he'd sold the club for 10 million, I think it was, and to Paul Duffin and the consortium, or whatever it was, and he sent me a picture. Oh no, sorry, he texted me, he said, oh, can I send this picture to your house, will you sign it for me? So I said, yeah, no problem. And it was a picture of the goal, the Cardiff goal. And as I've looked at, so he's put it in the tube, it's come to my house in the tube, and I've opened it up, and it's the picture, and he's put on the little letter, PTO, please turn over. So I've turned it over, and it's in the corner, he's put, thanks for making me a millionaire. So when I saw him at fucking York races, do you know what I mean? I went like that, and I went, any fucking chance? He's fucking bad me.
He was sounding though.
I got him well with him now. He's obviously he's chairman of Hull FC now, and he's invited me to the Hull Rovers game when they kick off in 2 or 3 weeks. So, yeah, but he's very good friends with Nicky Barmby as well. So like, you know, so but yeah, it was a great time. You know, for me to score the winning goal to keep us up. You know, it was like a great achievement by the club, but for me to come back and do it, especially when I've been here in the 90s, you know, I started off here, so it was, yeah, I never thought my life would get any better after that, to be fair.
Yeah. It did.
It did, yeah, it did. Yeah, for good and bad, really, to be fair. It's fucking one of them, and it's an hard, people think it's an easy career, isn't it? You've got to sacrifice your life. Yeah. You know, till I started rooming with him, and then it fucked me up then.
It is a fucking horrible world.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But people just look at the money, don't they?
Yeah.
People go, oh yeah, you're earning a few quid and you got a big house and big cars. It's not all fucking rosy. You know, it's not all fucking rosy. You got to work hard and you're training every day. Yeah, you love training. Listen, like you say, because I worked on a building site in a factory, fucking training every day is a breeze for me. Getting paid for something that you fucking love. Do you know what I mean? And all the banter and that, and fucking every day talking about what's going on at the weekend and that. It's fucking brilliant, man, isn't it? You know what I mean?
The banter. That's what I've missed. That's what I miss.
God, you'll miss that, mate. It's fucking horrible.
Just the crack.
It's horrible. You know, you go in that change room every day and fucking things you used to do, man. It's fucking if you had CCTV cameras, man.
see, all that's cheap. I mean,
you get fucking locked up.
I mean, like this way. Kids walking down the street having a fucking strummer is one wood, isn't it? It's all over fucking papers and lots, isn't it? Not back in there.
Tell us that one when you first met Tony Warner.
So Tony Warner came in, obviously. as a third choice goalkeeper. Denzel, we used to call him, off Only Fools and Horses. And he said he come in here and went, oh, my name's Tony, blah blah blah. Went round the dressing room, shook everybody's hand. He said, where do I sit? I said, there's a place next to me. And he got all his gear off. He was fucking ripped. Got him his kit.
You sit somewhere else.
Well, I said, fuck off, sit somewhere. I'm fucking breathing in as he gets his gear off. And then all of a sudden he got the old fucking Hampton out, didn't he?
We've heard a lot about this Hampton, haven't we?
Biggest man in football, apparently.
Well, him and Dion. It was fucking, it was like...
Sword fight.
I've seen Dion Dublin's cock and he's on the fucking par with him, like... And he sat next to me and he's got his cock come out and I went, fuck me, that's fucking massive. And I just, like, straight... He was only been in the change room, it was fucking 5 minutes. And I says, can I hold it? And he says, yeah, go ahead. And as I've gone and fucking grabbed it, I went, God, ain't it fucking heavy? And he was getting a bit of a fucking touch on me. And he always says to me now, because obviously you mentioned he's at Accrington now, and every time I see him and he goes, can I remember when I fucking first came in that day? Like, so I've never been welcomed into a dressing room like that in my life. But he was a fucking great lad, Tony.
Imagine any other workplace. Imagine going in any other workplace. Because there's any chance I can just have an hold of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you go to the factory and somebody's in the toilet. Yeah, just have you get locked up, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you get sacked and locked up.
Yeah.
And then there at Preston, Billy Jones's brother, he once went up, I'll not mention no name, but he once went up to one at Lads Missus in Players Lounge, and he went, hello Mrs. So-and-so, what's it like being the most unattractive wife in the Players Lounge? What
Ruthless one.
Yeah, what can she say? Hello, Mrs. So-and-so. Nice to meet you. The most unattractive wife in the Players Lounge. No, she was all right. Yeah, mate, but fuck it. Obviously, what can she say to that?
Yeah.
You know what I
He
mean?
was ruthless. He used to say if lads didn't make the squad, after the game he'd go, they're better when you're not playing, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Listen, you've got to be mentally strong in that change room. Because if you don't, you just crumble. I was an apprentice, and Billy Whitehurst and Pete Skipper and Stan McHugh and all them lot was here. I used to get my balls blacked every fucking day. They'd ping me on the fucking chair with dubbing all over your bollocks. Mate, you imagine doing that now? You get strung up. You get in
Sex offenders
sex
registered.
offenders. But that was a learning curve. Do you know what I mean? But I was a cheeky little bastard, so I didn't care. Do you know, like all the other ones, they're quite like John said. You get the quiet ones. They get picked on more because they're like, do you know, they try to bring it out of you, don't they? Do you know,
But then later that, when Dino's got fucking 40,000 people calling him a fat.
Yeah, exactly.
He's mentally strong
Yeah,
from how he's been brought up. So you think, fuck you. I've been beat up by all lads.
They'd make you dance with a broom, pretend it's a bird with now on. You know, and go, what would you do with this bird in the nightclub? And you're fucking dancing with it.
You've got to kiss this broom, mate.
So you like the broom, the mop and that, you'd have to pretend that's the bird's hair and that. You're thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? But all the pros would be sat round like going, sing us a song with this bird and that, you know what I mean? You'd have to dance without on. And I didn't have any pubes or fucking bollocks at that time.
The thing is, you started your first career at 22.
I know, exactly.
You said you were slow development.
I was, yeah. all the other lads had fucking tashes and all like that and fucking beards, and I had fuck all. So I used to get picked on that way, but like, you know, my dad used to say, my dad was a clever man in a sense, that my dad used to say to me, when they stop fucking having a go at you, they don't, you know, that's when they don't like you. Do you know, if they ignore you, that's when they don't like you. Do you know, the more that they pick on you, the more they like you. And I found it, sometimes, don't get me wrong, you find it hard, 16-year-old kid coming into that. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, God, this is fucking ruthless, this.
Yeah.
But you had to be strong, you had to be fucking, do you know what I mean? And, but I was the only one in them days that you could go in the change rooms without knocking on the door, because I'd take the books in. There was the kit man as well, 2 kit men who had these big skips. So we was the only 2 or 3 of us that could walk in. The rest had to knock on the door, because you had to earn the right to go into that first team change room.
Yeah.
Do you know, I remember being at Middlesbrough once, and me and Paul Ince were getting a massage in the change rooms, and going back to we had the sauna in the steam room, and what we'd done was this young kid walked with a towel around him. He'd just come walk in the change rooms to go in the sauna or the steam, whatever it was, and Ince just jumped off the seat and grabbed him and said, "Where are you fucking going?" He said, "I'm going for the steam room." He must have been his next, because the change room next to us was like the reserve team change room, and then the first team was that one. He walked in, he went, fucking get out of this changing room. You've got to earn the right to be in this fucking changing room. And, you know, that was just the way that people were brought up probably into us like that.
A bit harsh though, what do you think?
I think that was in 2000, so I thought, like, I'd have just let the kid come in. I'd have just let the kid, I'm not like that, you know what I mean? I think...
As long as he danced with a broom on it.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you want a good mover.
Two spells at Bradford. That must have been a good night out after that promotion. First one in 77.
Yeah, it was a good night in Bradford that time. Didn't really score in Bradford a lot. He was scoring Leeds more than Bradford.
Was that the one when Stuart McCall fell off the car?
Yeah. Well, what we've done, we beat Wolves. we beat Wolves last game of the season to get automatic promotion. Sunderland won the league. We came second, and I was on $3,500 a week, and I got £100 sign-on fee, and I had 100% wage rise in me. You know, if we got automatic promotion, so like you're doubling your wages, right?
Yeah. So it was a good night then.
Oh yeah, fucking. But we had like Beagry, McCall, Jamie Lawrence, Big Darren Moore, West Brom now, Gary Walsh in goal, Wayne Jacobs, fucking we had a good team. Robbie Blake, Lee Mills, good players up front. Lee Sharp came in from Sampdoria on loan, and when we beat Wolves last game of the season, me and John we never got out of the change rooms. For me and Peter Beagry was just sat in the, you have a bath at home. Yeah. We was sat opposite each other in the bath just drinking champagne. Never got out of the fucking. And we had our golf clubs because we went there 2 or 3 days before to have a game of golf and then train to prepare for the game. And we got all our bags on the coach, and the chairman says, "Oh, there's a big party at the ground." And when we got back to the ground, all the supporters were around Valley Parade, and we just went straight into the lounge, and we just karaoke was on. You know, Beagry and McCall always used to be scrapping with each other. They wanted to be on the mic first, you know. Couldn't get them off the mic, and all the wives and girlfriends were there. It was fucking brilliant. It was a great achievement by the club. And then the next day we had to come back to the ground. That's when Stuart fell off the car, and I was behind him, and he had a can in his hand. Yeah. And he gets on the fucking top of the car, and he's giving it all like that, and he fucking just tumbles back. He never drops his fucking car.
Not a drop.
Never. And then we had to play a testimonial game 2 weeks later, and Stuart couldn't play because he'd done his neck in. Falling off the car. But Paul Joe was brilliant. He was fucking young manager. Yeah. You know, training never changed. You know what you're doing every day because we're winning games. So he never changed it. So we knew what we're doing on a Monday. You know, Friday, little five side, fucking in. You know, set pieces. That was it, all done. So we knew what we're doing. But the training ground was like Dogship Park, Appley Bridge. I think they still train there now, but they've got an AstroTurf there now. But that's why we probably never went to the next level. Then one second year, fucking hell, it was a disaster, really. You brought in Carboni and Stan Collymore, David Hopkin now was there as manager.
What was Collymore like?
Great lad.
Was he? Yeah?
Fucking great lad, yeah. First fucking couple of days, he brought in loads of fucking fireworks. Like a big fucking fireworks, and he goes in his, so before we get to do a warm-up, he went, "Dean, Sharpie, look what I've got in the back here." and he puts it on the fucking training ground. And he fucking lights them, and it's fucking.
What, all in the box?
Oh no, they're like he's opened them up.
Oh,
and it's like a bit. Honestly, it's like a fucking. You know when the coppers throw the things on the and smash. Smash the tyres, don't they?
Oh,
it was
right,
this big fuck. Honestly, it must have been this big firecrackers or whatever it was. I'm thinking, what's he fucking doing? And he fucking lit it. Oh, and it's all going off fucking everywhere. And then when it all finished, it burned all the grass. You know what I mean? And like fucking Paul Joe's like, no, Chris Hutchins at the time, because Paul left. He's going, what's he fucking doing? Fucking but what a great lad, by the way. Fucking great lad. And then he got punched in Birmingham. Somebody punched him, and the paparazzi found out about it, and all of a sudden we comes in the training ground, and all the press are outside the ground waiting for Stan to come out to see if. And he only had a little nick on his nose. Yeah. Little nick he had. So all of a sudden I went, Stan, fucking. He said, yeah, I know. He said, I'll drive to training. So he said, but cover my face up like a mummy. And the feelers will have been fucking kicked out. He only had a little. So we're like that with his fucking bandages in the fucking change room, and you could just see his eyes. So he comes out with his training gear on, and all that comes out, the press are thinking that they're going to see his face. Yeah. Because they're thinking, well, he's been belted. They just want to see the fucking wounds that and put it in the press, you see. So he comes out with me, Sharpie, and banding his head up. And all you could see was his eyes. And he gets in his car, and then in the papers you just see Stan driving with his fucking eyeballs. Everybody thought he'd been fucking filled in. But nah, he was a fucking good lad, Stan. He was a good lad. I never thought I could play in the Premier League. No, and I never went on all. I played for Oxford, and when I got the move to Bradford, and then we got automatic promotion, that year, I think Helen had just had Jordan then, and that year I didn't go on holiday, and I just trained every day. Me and Martin Gray I just trained every day. Didn't go on holiday.
Martin Gray from Sunderland?
Yeah, he was at Oxford.
My old manager, Martin Gray.
Yeah. Well,
Because you didn't think you were good enough?
I just think that because I knew there was all athletes, and I knew I was fit, but I thought, do you know what I mean? So like, I think I might have had a week off after promotion and that, and whatever. But then I rang Martin up because he lived in Bicester where I used to live, and I said I've got to move to Bradford. Like, do you know what I mean? We got promoted, and I need to get back as fit as fuck. And I just went back, and I was fucking fit as fuck when I went back. And because I thought I was struggling in the Premier League, you know what I mean? I was fucking play against Arsenal at fucking at Highbury. Fucking David Seaman was quicker than me. That's how fucking athletes was, you know what I mean? Playing Arsenal on a I can't remember what was Saturday or two. Paul Joel said, stay in the game for 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Blah blah blah. And Vieira scores after fucking 5 minutes. 1-0 down after 5 minutes. And like we've gone 4-3-3 because we're going 4-4-2 and we're getting overrun. So the gaffer fucking changed it to 4-3-3, and I was playing right side of the three in midfield with Stuart McCall sitting and Gareth Wally on the left. And then we had Mills, Robbie Blake and Peter Beagrie. And I was on the right, and that's when Thierry Henry was left winger then. He started that left winger for Arsenal, didn't he? I'm chasing that fucker all afternoon. Fuck mate, it was like a steam train just fucking. And I'm like, Gary Walsh must have pulled off about fucking 40 saves. And then about 15 minutes, 20 minutes left, fucking board goes up. Henry's coming off. I thought, fuck. Over Mars comes on. Fucking quicker than him, by the way. I'm like, fucking you're having a laugh here, by the way. And that was welcome to the fucking Premier League. Yeah. But the first two games we won. We beat Middlesbrough first game, and then we beat Chelsea on the Tuesday night. Me and Benny Carboni scored, and I thought, oh, here we go. Do you know what I mean? But the aim was just to stay in the Premier League the first season. Paul Joel said if we finish fourth from bottom, it's a great season. Yeah. And when Weathers scored the goal against Liverpool, it was just fucking unbelievable scenes, you know. And that was a party after that as well.
How was Blakey back then?
It was the fucking tramp he was, man.
He's our next guest, by the way. So
God, honestly, we used to play. He'd come in with fucking tracky bottom with like bits all over his flip flops. A fucking tramp he wasn't. But what a fucking player he was. Ability wise.
Yeah, brilliant.
If he got fit, I used to have a go at him all the time because I was like fit, and he used to go, get yourself right, you know what I mean? He was always had that big ass and fucking. He was just eat Chinese all the time, and really unhealthy food, and he never really drank. Wasn't a big drinker, but he'd like just eat the wrong foods and that. But technically, fucking hell, he'd win a game for you. Do you know what I mean? And obviously went on to play for Burnley and that, and scored that wonder goal against Man United, the fucking volley. But I got on really well with Rob. He was played free carded right. He was always skin, always fucking borrowing money off players and that. But he was married at the time to Zara, and he was still. I think got done drink driving once and fucking carried on driving after that, and fucking he was a bit of a loony chum really sometimes, but fucking great lad. Him and John Dwyer. Do you remember Tumble Dwyer, John Dwyer? Used to call him Tumble Dwyer. Yeah, I was calling Tumble because fucking Tumble Dwyer. But we had Dean Saunders, brilliant. He's on the circuit, does the afternoon the circuit. We obviously fucking he couldn't get out the change rooms with Dean. I always used to be late on the training ground because he'd be just telling stories. I remember when he fell out with Jim Jeffries. And he come in, and Bobby Brown, Dean used to hammer him. His name Bobby Brown, or Billy. His name was Billy Brown, but he called him Bobby Brown, the singer. He go, I've never heard of you. So all of a sudden he comes in the change room and he went in his Scottish accent, like Billy Brown. He went, hey, Dino, the gaffer wants to see you. He says, what's he want? He says, he said, Tom's come here. Like, he said, if you got to say, I'll say it in front of all the players. Like we're all sat there, like waiting to go training. That he's going, no, he wants to see you in there. No, bring him out. He said, what? He said, no, just fucking tell me what he wants. He says, well, Dundee United have come in for you. He went, what? He went, Dundee United have come in for you. He went, why do they need a chairman? Does he want me to bar the club? He went, tell the gaffer I'm not interested. Fucking brilliant. Middlesbrough,
and then You had a loan to.
Wait a minute. You know when you were at Middlesbrough, is that when all the big guns started coming in?
Oh fuck me, yeah, fucking Incy. Well, Incy, there was Incy, God bless him, Hugo Ekiog, Alan Boxic. Alan Boxic was on 100 grand a week. To like
what year is this?
around 2000. I signed in 2001. We all found out he was on fucking 100 grand, so I'd take home 60 grand. He had his house paid for, his car paid for. He never used to eat with the lads. He just a great lad, like I used to get on really well with Alan. But what's a fuck? He was the best centre forward I ever played. No disrespect, John. He was the best.
I don't mind you getting fucking. I don't mind Alan Boxic fucking coming above me.
he was fucking. He was unique, man. He was brilliant.
Was he a big smoker?
Yeah, smoked. He didn't really drink. He'd sit in the foyer in the morning and fucking have a fag. In the morning, like when you come down for breakfast on the day of a game, we just sat there in the fucking foyer, just having a fucking fag and that. Ince never used to say out to him really. He was like, but I always tell the stories that he used to, because he's Croatian. He was like best mates with the Croatian tennis player. Yeah, I can't say his name.
More good knowledge.
But
Goran.
Good knowledge. Goran. And them two were like gods in Croatia. Do you know what I mean? Because they were like rich and whatever. And the first story, I was buying a 9.3 Saab soft top, and I'm on the bus. So we had like a double decker. So the players would be upstairs and the staff would be downstairs, and we'd play free cardi brag at the back. But Alan used to sit at the front of that with fucking Mark Schwartz and all that. And I'm looking at this magazine. I'm looking at this yellow Saab. I thought, I'm different, me. I like, you know what I mean? Goes to the Saab garage, and I'm fucking this yellow Saab's going round and like, and I thought, and my wife's like, well, you can't buy that. I said, no, I fucking want that. About 33 grand at the time. So I'm on the fucking coach, and Alan's there, and I've gone to we used to call him, the fans used to sing Super Al and Boxing. So I just go, Super Al, what do you think of this? You go, yeah, nice, don't know about the colour, but nice car, yeah. I'm thinking of getting it. You go, yeah, no problem, nice car. So I ended up buying it, and it comes in yellow and about fucking 3 weeks later, fucking Alan's sat reading this fucking magazine, this big fucking whatever it was. He's gone, Dino here. He says, what do you think to this? It was a fucking yacht. And I went, what? He went, when I fucking retire, I'm buying this. Mediterranean, fucking fag. I hate football. I went, don't like the colour, Alan. But fucking, honestly, he used to, Robbie Stockdale used to see him all the time at Teesside Airport, and he was single, and he used to bring in like welders from Croatia, and he used to say like, he'd bring him in for 3 months, or a month, or whatever it was.
Short-term loan.
Just a short term, and what he would do, true story, he'd lived on Wynyard, so like the big like Gary Pallister and all them used to live there and that, and Stockers would go, fucking hell, Al's brought another one in, like fucking seeing a fucking weldy, by the way, you know what I mean? And what he used to do, these were the rules really for him. Fucking rules, look at rules. You go, you cook for me, you clean my house, and you make love to me, and he pays them to do it, right? And they'll come in 2 months, 3 months, next one, ship it out, bring in another one. Honestly, like, fucking incredible. So one day, true story, Alan comes in next morning and he's fucking fuming. And I'm going, what's that? What's that? Fucking women. I went, what's up? He went, fucking bear they're coming. So what she'd done, when he'd gone training, she's gone out for a run round Wynyard and got lost. So he comes in, so he doesn't eat with us because she's cooking when he gets home, you know, whatever, having a bit of sex or whatever. So as he's gone, like, he's opened the door and there's no fucker there.
Oh, he's not happy.
Not happy.
No, that's the aroma of his teeth.
Oh God, so he's like, where the fuck, you know what I mean? These are the rules. She's got to be there for doing my dinner after training and this, that and other. And he said about 45 minutes later, fucking knock on the door, 2 coppers with his bed. He said, is this, this went, oh, thank you very much. He got her bags, he went, can you take her to the airport? Fucking go, right? He had the bags packed. He went, you know the rules. I pay for you to clean, cook, and I don't pay for you to go running. Fucking brilliant, man, wasn't it? Fucking hell, you can't write it, can you?
Not on my watch.
Brilliant.
Take her to the airport.
Can you take her to the airport because she's not fucking staying here anymore? Fucking brilliant.
You can imagine him coming in fuming because
Oh,
his team's up come
yeah, well, you
straight
don't-
upstairs with
Yeah.
bags out.
But they knew the rules, you see. Fucking brilliant, isn't it?
Rules are rules.
Nice to get a woman like that now, wasn't it?
Who was the best manager? Played under.
Tactically, Phil Brown was very good, but Terry Venables for me was fucking unbelievable. Didn't scream and shout. We used to play 11v11 every day because we were at the bottom of the league, and you'd wait shape, fucking play against the kids. And he was just incredible. He always said to me when he saw me, he went, "You remind me of Teddy Sheringham." I thought, fucking hell, that's an unbelievable fucking statement. And I went, "Really?" He went, "Yeah." He said, "Because Teddy can't run either." He said, "But you get me a goal," and I used to play just off Alan Boxich as number 10, and he used to tell me just to stand still. He used to say, just walk into areas, because you had Paul O'Con, Paul Ince in midfield, Robbie Musto, Phil Stamp. He was like a fat lad, but fucking what an athlete he was. And we had Curtis Fleming right back, Hugo, Gareth Southgate, because Gary Pallister was injured. Colin Cooper, some good fucking players. Dean Gordon left back. And then Karen Bull and fucking Boxich, and fucking, it was just, we had it. I can't believe there was that near the bottom of the league really. And the only reason why I signed me, we played Bradford played Middlesbrough on a Wednesday night in the FA Cup, and Amateur Rickard scored a wonder goal against us, 1-1-0. They won 1-0, and I played really well. Walked off the pitch and he was stood near the tunnel, and he went, "You was the best player on the park tonight, son." I went, "Fucking hell, Terry Venables just said that to me." So I rang my agent in the car straight away. I went, "Terry Venables."
Been texting him every time he's got a job. ever since.
3 weeks later, we fucking signed me. Yeah. And that was his first ever signing. Then he brought in Zillard Nemeth, and we ended up 14th. I think we ended up 14th. Yeah, staying up. And I would have played for Middlesbrough longer if Terry would have stayed, but he was helping Brian Robson.
Yeah.
So
Bring it on.
he achieved what he wanted to achieve, keep the club in the Premier League. Gibson, the chairman, was brilliant, and he just says, "Look, keep us up. If you want the job permanent, you can." But I think Terry just said, "No, I've done my job."
Yeah.
And that's when I
Did
brought
they
him.
go joint manager? Was it
Joint manager. Well,
Yeah.
Brian didn't really do out. He just joined in. Brian. He just joined in with the training. So Terry did everything, and he'd work from the back. He'd play like three at the back with Paul O'Con as a sweeper. But when we had the ball, he'd become a midfield player. So tactically, it was fucking unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? He was like, and we just went on and winning games, and we beat Arsenal last game of the season 3-0 at Highbury. When Man United were playing at 5 o'clock, we played in the afternoon, and we beat Arsenal. And Man United didn't even have to play the game, so they already won the league. And then Terry come in the change rooms, so I went back to 2 weeks later, went back to the training ground, and he pulled everybody in saying I'm leaving. I was devastated really, because he'd signed me and I thought I'll go on and play for this club for 2 or 3 years. But McLaren come in, he had a 5-year plan. I was 34 and I wanted his plans, fair enough, and that's when they sent me out on loan.
Second coming at Bradford, and then what happened at FIFA Fair Play Day?
Yeah, it was that Tony Finnegan were playing at Cheltenham. Is that Cheltenham?
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was FIFA Fair. There was no fucking.
What is FIFA Fair Play?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
I've never heard
Just
of it.
imagine like
You've
the
got to be
manager
ni-
beforehand. Listen lads, it's
You've got
FIFA
to-
Fair Play
yeah,
Day,
yeah,
so
exactly.
nothing too
Yeah,
heavy.
you've got to be nice today. I didn't even know it was that day. As you say, I don't even know what it means. You know what I mean? Listen, I was one of them where I'd try getting anybody sent off. Do you know what I mean? It was like you just have banter with the opposition, wouldn't you?
Try and wipe people up.
Yeah, I mean, like Des Walker used to hit me and fucking be like that. And this Tony Finnegan, we've gone up for a ball and both landed on the floor. And I've just, like, I don't know what, I don't know if he'd gone and elbowed me or whatever, I don't know what it was. And I can't remember the manager at the time. And he didn't like me, the manager, either. And as I fell on the floor, I fucking got his bollocks, I've squeezed his bollocks as hard as I could. Because I just wanted him to punch me. I thought, if I get a reaction here, I can, because the referee couldn't see me grabbing his knackers, you know what I mean? And I've just gone, I've squeezed, well, you imagine, fucking, you're going to react at it, you know what I mean? And as I've gone to squeeze his bollocks, I think we're winning 2-0, squeezed his bollocks as hard as I could, and he's just fucking lashed out. And I've like, as though he's like killed me, do you know what I mean?
You've gone down like a big shot.
Gone down like a sack of shit. So as I'm like that on the floor, fucking everybody's running, and I'm on the floor. And I could see through my fingers like John Ward.
Peeping through.
John Ward, the manager. And all of a sudden, I've gone like that, and as I've looked up, he's got a straight red. This Tony Finnegan, John Finnegan. And as I've gone like that, and I've looked at John Ward like that, and I've gone. He fucking smiled like, and he's fucking fuming. John Ward is fucking fuming. So as I've got up like that, and Finnegan's like, when you're a fucking disgrace, I'm going, bye, goodbye. And we ended up winning the game, like. And after the game, I'm down the tunnel, and I'm stood like, and John Ward's come out and you're a fucking disgrace, you're a cheat. And I says, tell you what, just wake up in the morning, right, look at the paper, 2-0, Windass 1 goal. Who gives a fuck about if I'm fucking cheating? I think you need to fucking find your captain for lashing out. I said, because I didn't go out. But listen, that's the game, isn't it? That's the way you do it, isn't it?
You pride yourself on that a bit, over that white line.
Cross that white line, different person. In the house, fucking crybaby. I'll cry at anything. But when I cross that white line, I just want to win. I'd do anything to win a game of football. And I always remember Phil Brown on the air used to say, like, if it's a bad game, if the game's not going our way or it's a shit game and that, he would say just cause a ruck or something. Just like cause something. So everybody sort of gets in, you know what I mean, or whatever, and gets the crowd going. Like, yeah, it does.
That's when you got Roy Keane with that, didn't you?
Yeah, it's fucking, isn't it? He just builds the atmosphere up.
Yeah.
Do you know, and it's one of them where, listen, I'd never go out and intend, you know, go over the top of anybody. Or, well, saying that, I did it once at Bradford with it's the worst tackle I've ever seen in my life. I actually could have got locked up for it. It was that. And he's elbowed me. Luke Young's brother. Played for Bournemouth, centre half, and he was goal kick, and I was scope, and I went up, and he's elbowed me on the back of the head, and I've like, I don't mind all that, you know what I mean? I don't mind that, and as I've got up, like, he's got booked, got a free kick. As he's got up, I've gone, oh, is it, you got on them afternoons, is it? You know what I mean? But my head's gone. I think I was arguing with the wife at the time, and I was like, fucking hell, mate. And if you ever Google this tackle against Bournemouth, it's fucking horrendous. I actually, if the coppers would have been there, they should have arrested me. It was just, but I'd gone on top of the ball. I'd not gone on to break his leg. I've gone on top of the ball and got a straight red. And after the game, I've actually walked into their changing room. I can't remember, it must have been 0-0, it was a bad game or whatever it was. And I walked in right in the fucking middle of their changing rooms. And Sean O'Driscoll was manager then, and he's doing the team talk. He's doing it after the game. Silence. Just sat like, and I've just fucking walked in, not knocked. I just walked in, and Luke Young sat there, whatever. Young, his brother, and I've gone on. Look, I apologise. I said, but I'm not. And they're all sat round. Do you know what I mean? Thinking, fuck, I could get a good hand here.
The elbow room one, turn lights off.
Yeah. Fight at the OK Corral, yeah. And I went in and I shook his hand and I said, look, I've not gone to break your leg, but you've done me, you've elbowed me, and I've gone on top of the ball. And Sean O'Driscoll went, okay, no problem. And I walked out. Yeah. It was a bad tackle, but going back to that, I'd do anything. Like, in them days, you could stand on people's toes, and like, now you can't do that now, can you? It's Big Brother now, isn't it? Everybody, you say anything now. But I don't think I could play now. You'd be getting sent off every week. Yeah. You know, it's like they're covering the mouth up, you know, like all this doesn't matter
as well.
Cover your mouth up. What are you covering your mouth up for?
Even the managers are doing it now.
Exactly, because people can lip read you or whatever. It's a game of football, for God's sake. But I'd be in the box, I'd stand on people's toes, I'd make, you know, I remember once nipping behind the back of the hat, which hurts, doesn't it?
It's more than what it sounds like.
Yeah, and you just get a reaction, you know.
Big strong boy, don't you? Bit of nipping.
I used to go under their armpit and fucking pull their hairs out.
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing? I'd go out with the goalkeepers and try pulling the shorts down. But you can't do that no more. But yeah, you just do out. Listen, in them days, you'd win games of football for a win bonus. Yeah. Didn't you? Just put fucking food on the table for your kids. And that's how it was, and that's how I used to play it. And people used to say, oh, you fucking just... My dad always used to say to me, when you cross that white line, nobody can hurt you. Yeah. Nobody can hurt you. Somebody can punch you, but nobody can hurt you. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I used to play the game.
Who's best opponent give you a run for your money?
Roy Keane. Going there, back to that, Roy Keane. Fucking people say he was the toughest lad you've ever played against him. Remember doing him at Valley Parade. Left one on him, down his Achilles. But it was one of them where I never got up and said, you prick, or you blah, blah, you know what I mean? Because my dad used to say to me, if somebody's going to hit you, they're not going to tell you. Fact, innit? Yeah. I'm going to punch you in a minute. Well, no, you're not, because you've just told me. And Roy Keane just got up, fucking put the ball down, quick free kick, fucking blah, blah, blah. And then next minute, he just come right through the back of me. And he just got it, we gone 1-1. No problem. But he was an hard fucker, do you know what I mean? Crazy, really.
So how old were you when you come back to Hull then? 38?
37. 37.
Hey, that was my daily coffin, weren't it? We're fucking fetching a 37-year-old man to replace me at fucking 27. We're going to get more work rates out of
I'll tell you what, fucking I don't know if you probably remember this, but we played Palace my first game. And you started, I was on the bench. And
did you and Bridgie come in at the same?
No, Bridgie was in before me. Bridgie was in before me.
Bridgie and Fozzel came in together.
That was it. And then, so we're on the coach, and he says, you sub tomorrow. And I went, yeah, no problem. He said, we're going to play with Big John. I went, yeah, no problem. He went, and you're rooming with parking as well. I went, oh yeah, no problem. I didn't know him, you know what I mean? I knew who it was, obviously, because we carried on being at York and like that. And he says, yeah, so I always fucking tell the story. I don't know if you remember this, but and you can this can come out, by the way.
I worried, look at his face then.
This is not
being ready to take a shit, what have I done?
This could be in the edit, this.
Yeah, so you like your food, didn't you?
Yeah, that's all I eat.
Yeah, exactly, food. And so I always used to, so we'd have pre-match at, tea at 6 or 6:30. We all meet downstairs, don't you, at 6:30, all eat together. The staff would go and have a bottle of wine or whatever and have their meal. Then you go back to your rooms. So I goes back, first ever fucking rooming with John. And about 9 o'clock, I used to have a pint of milk and some toast from room service, right? And he's in the bath. I don't know if you remember this. He's in the bath. And my dad and I used, because I love soaps, so I try eating my dinner to get back for 7 o'clock to watch Emmerdale. So I gets back to me. He's still downstairs eating or whatever. And fucking, I've had my food, chicken and beer, whatever it was. Come back up, laid in bed watching soaps. Gets to about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So he's laid in the bath. He's run a bath. So I said, John, I'm getting some room service. Bear in mind, we've only just ate about 2 hours. He says, do you want out? He went, I get it. He says, well, I'm getting. He said, what are you getting? I said, well, I get a part of milk and. Bit superstitious, like part of milk and a couple of slices of toast, like before I go to sleep. He went, I get something. I went, what do you want? He went, get me cheeseburger and chips. And I thought he was taking a bit. And so I'm like that. I'm on the fucking phone with room service. I've gone, hi love. She went, alright. And I went, can I have a part of milk and 2 slices of toast? Yeah, I'm white, yeah. So he says, what else? I said, Johnny, are you sure? He went, yeah. I went, can I have a cheeseburger? And he fucking had the fucking dinner.
Polished it.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, really? I thought, fuck me.
A little bit of supper.
Fucking hell. And then we get to fucking service station, do we? So we'll meet up at fucking Ferrybridge or whatever. They'd be sat there eating a big cup breakfast and that, you know what I mean? Fucking hell. I remember fucking, honestly, and there was one where you fucking spat your dummy out, I think, one fucking training session. And we used to have the food in the canteen, like in that thingy canteen area, didn't we? And Murphy was fucking, he'd be, fucking brilliant, man, you fucking Murph. So, I don't know what's happened, he's fell out with somebody or he's fell out with a gaffer or whatever, and all of a sudden he's got off the off the fucking training ground. Right, by the time I walked off the training ground, he's driving out the training ground. So he's got a shower, he's fucking pissed off, whatever. So we're all going, fucking what's sort of parking like? I said, I don't know, he must have a row or whatever. So next day we've got a fucking gym session in the afternoon. So we're in the little weights room, and he's sat on the floor, and we sat there, and Merv comes in. And this is how he used to speak, and he used to go, fuck me, eh?
Fuck, good boy, eh?
Hey, good boy, hey, Parky. So he goes like that, and he goes, fucking hell, Parky, what the fuck was up with you yesterday? You miserable cunt. So I was going, fucking out, Murphy. He said, do you know the best thing about yesterday, Parky? You fucking off early. He says, what? He said, there's more fucking food for the fucking rest of us. She didn't have food, he just fucked up. Well, I'm fucking hopeless, mate, you know what I mean?
Straight away, it's just stop.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it, like, we're
back to normal again. The best thing he fucking did was fuck off. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah. How did you get on with Phil Brown? Because we've heard mixed reviews.
Yeah,
twat.
Yeah, well, you didn't get on with him, did you?
No, I did to start with.
Yeah.
To start with, and then when he fucking stitched me up on radio, that was me with him.
Oh, did you stitch up there, didn't you? Listen, he was one of them. He was. Listen, I played against Phil when he played for Bolton, so he played till he was 38 as well.
Yeah.
You know, he's still in good nick anyway. But obviously, with him signing me, I was a bit of his fucking, you know, blow-hard boy, scoring a few goals then, you know, and all like. Listen, the one thing he did, he changed after the Man City when he kept us out on the pitch, and ever since then we lost that relationship really.
Yeah.
You know, and then he started because we're on £6,000 a win. Do you know what I mean? So we're on massive bonuses. So he pulls me in and he says, obviously you're not going to get a lot of game time. You know, I'm 39 now, I've done my bit, all that, blah, blah, blah. I says, yeah, no problem. He said, but I want you to be around the change rooms, you're a good character, this, that, and this, blah, blah, keep everybody together. Because obviously then he brought in Giovanni and people like that, you know. All the well, JJ was already there, but he'd left JJ, right. His contract was up. And but he brought all the foreigners in, Daniel Cousins, fucking Zayati, Bernard Mendy. So the change room got split a little. You know, it's like, but these fuckers have come in on a lot of money. Yeah. You know, I was on £10,000 a week. I was 39. I was on £10,000 a week, £2,000 appearance money, £2,000 a goal. So I was happy. Do you know what I mean? I'm retiring at the end of the season anyway. But they're coming in, and so he says to me, keep the dressing room together. Not basically be a grass. Do you know, just keep the lads together and that. He said, you'll be on the bench every week. Do you know what I mean? So I says, yeah, no problem. He said, if I can get you on and you come on, you know what I mean? So I come on against Portsmouth and scored, and we drew 2-2. Then the Rory Delap thing when I was on the fucking touchline and I got booked for stopping Rory Delap throwing the ball. He didn't put me on then because fucking he thought I was going to get sent off. So that cost me £2,000 appearance money. And then Giovanni scored a goal at Tottenham. Free kick, beat Tottenham at White Hart Lane.
What, Tottenham or Arsenal?
At Tottenham.
Yeah,
no, that was the Arsenal was when he cut in and he fucking smashed it. And then Daniel Cousins scored, didn't he, with 1-1. But I'm in the change rooms after. I've got £6,000. Do you know what I mean? Win bonus. So everybody's in the change rooms, fucking get in there, Gio. I'm like, yeah, come on, yeah. And he's like that, going, yeah. And all of a sudden, like, Parker's gone, fucking great attitude. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, I've fucking got £6,000 sitting on there.
Damn right, it's good for the attitude.
But I just try to be. Listen, I wanted to play still. I was still fit. I just wanted to play. And I was knocking on his door every day. You know, he brought in Kellen Forlan and Black. And then once and Marlon King came in, and you know, and it was like, Forlan's not scoring goals. I'm better than him. Even now when I'm 39, yeah, I appreciate you knocking on my door. But he sort of distanced himself to me.
Yeah. And
then all of a sudden, one day the list went up and I wasn't even in the squad, and he never said out to me. So I went like that. I went, what the fuck's going on here? I mean, you've told me to be fucking around the change rooms.
I'm doing my bit.
I'm doing my bit. You know, the most important for this football club is to stay in the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's not about Dean Windass because I've scored a goal at Wimbledon. It's gone. That's finished.
Yeah.
And he went, I just want to put a couple of young kids on the bench for experience. And then I knew then.
Yeah.
And then I just sort of I spat me dummy out. I just went, fuck you. And then he pulled me in and he says, look, you won't be on the bench now. He says, save you travelling, don't come in. I'll still pay you till your contract's up. I said, fuck you right, well. I said, I've got a contract. Fucking right, well. And I was walking my dog on a weekend, and then all of a sudden I got a phone call from the secretary, I can't remember what was. Big Phil off. He says, Oldham want to take you on loan till the end of the season. I spoke to Mark Crosby, who was there, and no one went. Obviously, Shez was there, the manager. And I thought, shall I play it? And I thought, I'll go. Lee Hughes is up front. I thought, yeah, I'll go. They were 5th in the league. I thought, last swan song, you know, get to the fucking playoff final or whatever. And it was the worst decision I ever made. Because, you know yourself, you play low, no disrespect to Oldham, no disrespect to the players, but when you play that a decent level, I'm flicking finger around the corner to fucking Lee Hughes and he's running away. Do you know what I mean? And you're not on the same page, you're not on the same fucking... Yeah. I used to say, I'm on medium wave and you're on fucking microwave. But Lee Hughes just went to running behind and then the fans started getting on my back a little bit. He didn't play me against Leeds. He put me on the bench and he brought me on the last minute. And I just, my head went, you fucking taking the piss. I've come here to do you a favour. I said, I'm fucking 40-year-old and you're fucking doing that to me. I said, not coming in no more. And I just went, and I said to Phil Brown, I'm coming back. Yeah. He says, you don't have to come back training, just fucking leave it, just stay at home. And that's when I officially retired at the end of that season.
In Oldham though, man at match, in goal.
Fucking brilliant this, right? So fucking...
And I would say penalty save.
I
think it was a psychological save.
It was fucking one
of them. I saw them jelly legs.
Yeah, well, I went to go for Bradford at Southend. And this lad fucking bent one in the top corner, I had no chance. And then at Oldham, it's at Leicester, Philbert, the King Power Stadium or whatever. And keeper gets sent off. So Shez has pulled me over, because I'm up top, like, and he pulled me over. He says, can you go and goal? I said, yeah, I've been in goal for Bradford. He said, go and goal then. So I goes in goal, but as the keeper's gone, brought him down, give him a penalty, he's given him a red card, so it's a penalty. So Matty Fryatt's taking the fucking penalty. So I'm putting my fucking green top on, behind their fucking cop end, the old chance. You fat bastard. You fat. So I'm going like that with my belly, showing the fucking crowd my belly and that. So I'm putting trying to get my gloves on, fucking right there. And Matty Fryatt's putting the ball on the spot. So I walks up to Matty Fryatt, and as I'm trying to intimidate him, and I've gone, you're going to let yourself down? You're going to let your family down? I says, and you're going to let all these people behind this goal, you're going to let them down. I says, because I'm going to save this bastard. I don't know if
horrible, man.
I don't know if I've got in his fucking head or not, you know what I mean? And I thought, because I used to take pens all the time, and I used to always fucking go like that and hook it. So I'd fade and then just last minute just put my foot round it. And I thought, he's going to fucking hook this. So what I've done is, as he's in front of me, I've stepped to the left, thinking that he's got me in my eye line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'll go fucking right. And as I've gone like that, and I've gone right, I've missed it, but it's gone past the fucking post. I've jumped up behind the fucking goal, I'm like that. And I'm like, you fat man. And I've got that Matty Fryatt's gone like that. And then after the game, John Sheridan did the fucking press. And as I walked in, I said, he said, we do the press. I went, no, you do it, Gaffer, I don't it. He said, that's the best fucking game you've had from me since you've been here.
Have you had dealings play with Gazza or?
Paul Gascoigne was my idol. I remember watching DVDs of Gazza and that. Yeah. And listen, I used to fucking watch him all the time when he played for Tottenham, when I was playing fucking non-league or playing for Hull City. And he was just he was probably the best player in the country at that time. And my first ever coming across him was when I played for Aberdeen against Rangers, and I couldn't stop looking at him. Come out for a warm-up, and it was like... So Glasgow Rangers and Aberdeen were hatred. Threw a bad tackle on somebody, did a bad tackle on somebody. Aberdeen broke somebody's... Can't remember who it was, Durant or whatever, broke his leg, ruined his career. And ever since then, the fucking hatred between Aberdeen and Rangers was probably worse than Celtic and Rangers. It was fucking brutal. And I remember first game at Pataudry, and he's come running out. He always used to come out. I used to go out last, superstitious, and got OCD, all that bollocks. And he'd come out last, and the fucking place just erupted. Rangers fans, like those great followers, aren't they? And I just couldn't fucking. We're doing the warm up, and I'm looking at him, I'm thinking to myself, stop staring at him. Do you know, stop fucking staring at him. Just do you know, like you know somebody, you know what I mean? And I'm like that, and I'm thinking, now I've got a fucking, because I played as number 10. And every time we play against Rangers, we go 4-5-1. So I'd have to drop it on their midfield player, which was Gazza. He'd just go anywhere and get the ball, do you know what I mean? And I've gone to fucking do him, and he's reverse meg me, he's nutmeg me. He started laughing. Do you know, I'm like, my head's fucking filled. I've just been fucking nutmeg by Paul Gascoigne, you know. Anyway, but the story I do fucking love is when we've played at Valley Parade. And I don't know if I'm gay, but I've got a few fucking fetishes with cops. And I'm going to have to go see my counsellor and see what if I've changed. But it was. I've got 2 photos at home in my house, and it's a near post corner. That goal when Christian Campbell scored a wonder goal. That was that night when Venables and I'm on the near post. Paul Gascoigne's behind me, and somebody's on the post. So we're lined up. So I'm in the front. So I get the Vinnie Jones one where you go to grab his bollocks. So as I'm grabbing his bollocks, the picture shows and he's looking down, and I remember Gazza going, "Do you think my cock's big, Dino? Do you think my cock's big?" And I'm like fucking laughing, but obviously the cameraman took a photo of the picture. Yeah. In swinging corner, comes out, goes back out, goes out for another corner. So we set up again. Near post, Paul behind me, blah blah blah. So this time I've gone like that. I thought, fuck, I'll squeeze your bollocks now, you cunt. You know what I mean? And as I've gone like that, he's got his knob out. And I've got his knob in my hand.
How was it heavy?
I want as heavy as fucking toners, I know. And it's like, and you know, like the shock of it, and I'm like, fuck, I've got, and he's going, it's big, Dean, isn't it? It's big. And obviously the cameraman's got it, but as you can see, Paul looking down, you can't obviously see his dick, you know what I mean? but I've got it in my hand. He's sort of like whipped it out, thinking he knows I'm going to do it again. And after the game, I went like, "What are you doing?" He just said, "It's a shit game on it," and that. He said, "Fuck, I had to do something stupid." But to have, that's my claim to fame, is giving me hero a wank. Brilliant. Yeah, but what a fucking character, what a player. On his day, you couldn't get near him, you know.
Italia 90, I always remember him from Italia 90, mate.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Listen, he was a prankster. He crashed the bus at Middlesbrough, didn't he? Another regret is that when I went to Middlesbrough, I went to Everton. Yeah. So I'd have loved to be in the change room every day. That'd have been fucking car crash. Don't know if that'd have been happened, but
you might not have lasted to fucking.
I wouldn't have lasted to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fucking hell. The stories was Paul Mason was telling me about him and fucking sleeping tablets and all that shit. Fucking.
Is that right with the drinking?
Sleeping tablets and first one to sleep. Fucking. Don't get the money. Yeah, fucking crazy, isn't it? Fucking crazy.
Who's biggest character you play with across the board?
What, a sense of pride about and that?
Yeah.
He wasn't bad, was he? He's a fucking idiot, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He used to shit.
An idiot.
He used to shit in the bath and all that shit. And
Yeah.
just
in the team bath.
I've got a reason. No, Nicky Forster. So we at training ground we used to have 2 baths.
Yeah.
So I used to have a bath. I prefer baths to shower.
And he filled it right to the top as well.
Filled it right to the top with fucking bubbles and a lot.
Right. KCOM attention.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, Nicky Forster says, "I'm gonna get in your bath." I says, "No. I said, I've just fucking spent 10 minutes running that, getting it right." He says, "I'm getting in your bath." He said, "You know." So I went in, got my shower gel and that. Walks right corner and Fozzer's laid in my bath. So same as Roy Keane, I never said no. Fuck it. So I went in, was in toilet. Obviously drops my trousers as a shite. So I've scooped it out of the toilet with my hands. So Foz is in there, you know what I mean? Like, it's to the top, innit?
Yeah.
Fucking bubbles even higher than bath. I've gone, Foz, thrown it in bath. I mean, obviously there's fucking hot bubbles. He couldn't find it. He's like, fucking get me your dirty fucking bath. I had to fucking obviously wash it out at bath and then fucking run my bath again.
Fucking.
He never run my bath again.
No.
Never
Fucking.
run it again.
That was in Portugal. Like Michael Bridges. Dirty, horrible bastard.
Yeah, you were.
So you just get the papers in the morning or whatever. So I think our room was next to his. I think I was rooming with Fozzie. I think I was. Don't know who Bridges was with. So I've gone like fucking balcony. I said, Bridges, give us that paper after you, will you? He's going, yeah, I'll get it there. Yeah, no problem. I said, come on. So I'm shouting like for half an hour later. Bridget, you finished that fucking paper or what? Are you fucking reading every fucking line of the fucking paper? He went, yeah. But you go, yeah, mate, I pass it over. So I'm like that, sat in the room like that, just going through the first page, then the second, then the third. And all of a sudden I get to the fourth. And there's fucking shit in the middle of the page. And I've opened it up and it's fucking big pile of fucking shit. And I've shouted, "You mucky bastard!" He went, "Well, you were fucking doing me head, weren't you, about my paper?" Just fucking horrible. I said that if in the change rooms there was some bad fucking things going on.
Happened.
What happened with Damo and McPhee?
I don't know. It wasn't Damo. It was me, Danny Coles. So Steve McPhee used to fucking bring in his girlfriend at the time. I don't know why, because you get dinner after football, after training, don't you? You get your fucking lunch. And Macca used to bring a packed lunch in every fucking day.
Little Tupperware.
Little fucking Do you know what your mum used to do for your fucking packed lunch?
Raisins in a box.
Yeah, but it was sandwiches, right? So every day he'd bring his sandwiches, he'd put it on his place, and he'd put his towel over his sandwiches. And one day I said, Macca, why do you keep bringing sandwiches in that? I said, we'll get dinner after training. He went, my missus just fucking, she's obsessed. She just wants me to fucking have a sandwich of that. And she just wants me to do a packed lunch every day. And I went, well, we'll do it. Do you tell it? Yeah, but I don't want to offend her, so she just does that and I just put them in. I don't eat them. Do you know what I mean? So he put them in the bin or whatever. So I remember being on the training ground and I says to Danny Coles, I went, come on, quick. I think Macca was doing some finishing or something. I said, come on, quick, we'll fucking go get Macca's sandwiches. He went, what, eat them? I went, yeah, we'll eat them, yeah. So I walks in, but we get the sandwiches, have a fucking couple of sandwiches, put the rest in the bin. So I went to Danny Coles, I went, yeah, fucking, what are you doing? He said, I need a shit. So Danny Coles needs a shit. So he goes in the toilet, and he's having a shit, and I'm holding his lunchbox. And his shit's in the box. I put the top on quick.
Keep it fresh.
Put it under his towel, and wait for him to come in the change rooms. So as we're in the change rooms, I've gone like that. I've gone, fucking hell, time's dinner, he walks in, he's fucking getting his gear off, he's not gone and do his towel. I said, fucking, Damo came in then, I went, Damo, I'm fucking starving. I said, Macca, can everyone sign this? I went, I've got a bit of a fucking check on, like. He went, you fucking slagging me off about me fucking missus making me sign this. Now you want a bastard, don't you? I went, can't. He said, go on, help me sign. I went, no, I don't go in people's private property. I says, can you get us one out? And he obviously fucking pulls the towel over. And all of a sudden he's gone, oh my fucking. And I've met out, I went, what's up, Matt? He went, you fucking dirty bastard. I went, I can't believe your missus makes you shit sandwiches. And it was Danny Cole's like, fucking brilliant.
Was he fuming or?
Oh, he was fucking fuming, yeah, he was fuming. People say, what was the best player you played against? You know, it was like Gascoigne and blah, blah, blah. And I always used to say the worst one was Sav. You know, because I used to say it was a bee in a bottle. You put a bee in a bottle, what does it do? It just fucking buzzes around, yeah? Do you know what I mean? And he was like that, Sav. He was a fucking horrible bastard and go around trying to kick people. And it was at Filbert Street one Saturday afternoon. And he got wind of it, obviously, that I was marking him. I had to like sit on him or whatever. And he was banter. He was fucking brutal. You know what I mean? He like try ruin you in the game and that. And he was calling me a fat bastard and skint and this, that and the other and you shit, and he was fucking that, blah, blah, blah. So I've gone to do him. But before the game, Paul Jones did give his team talk. And he's gone, we can win the game today. You know, these are the games we can stay in the Premier League to win these games. Blah, 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 blah. And he went to me, and you, don't get involved with fucking Savage this afternoon. He said, because he'll try to send, wind you up, get you sent off. I know you're an angry fucker sometimes. I said, I won't get involved with him, Gaffer. No, he's a fucking pub player, I won't get involved with him. So I comes out for a warm-up, as soon as I comes out, he's gone, no then, fatty. You know what I mean? Fucking head's gone already, you know what I mean? So I'm in the game, we've had a bit of a ruck, fucking gone to pull his hair or whatever, this, that and the other. And we get battered 3-0. You know, and the Gaffer's coming at the end, fucking gone berserk at everybody. He's got 2,500 fucking fans turned up to watch that pile of shit. He says, you was going to be off tomorrow, but you're in 10:30. I smell any drink on in here, 2 weeks' wages fine. So I get up to get a shower, he went, fucking sit down. He went, what did I tell you about fucking Savage? He said, he's got into your fucking skin this afternoon, he's fucking wound you up, he's fucking done your afternoon. And what did I say? And all the players like, what did I say? He went, yeah, Gaffer, I'm going, oh, cheers lads, fuck. You know what I mean? So after the game, I've comes out after the game, and Jerry Taggart's texting on his phone. And all of a sudden I've gone, Tags, you got a players bar? He went, yeah, just up there on the left. He said, going for a pint? I went, no, I said, we've got to get on the court. He said, why would you want to go in there? I said, I've just had the biggest ball look in my life for fucking that Savage. I said, I'm going to fucking kill him. So he went, I'll come with you. So I went, right, he went, I want to fucking see
I want to watch this.
I want to see this. Like, even he didn't like him. And so I walks into the players' lounge and he's at the bar and I could see him. So Tag's behind me and he's gone, he's at the bar. I went, I know, I can see him. And then all of a sudden, as I'm walking, I'm thinking to myself, it was packed with kids and families and that. I think to myself, how do I hit him without nobody seeing me, really? Because it's going to kick off in that. So I thought,
we don't want kids seeing.
No, so all of a sudden I'm thinking, I'll just dig him in the ribs. I can't punch him, I can't nut him, So I thought, I'll just punch him in the ribs as hard as I can and then just walk out. I've got my flip-flops, my tracksuit on, my fucking toilet bag under my arm. And Tags is behind me. And as I get close, he fucking waves. He's gone like that. Tags is going, he's waving, Dean. I went, he fucking won't be in a minute. And as I get close to him, as I was just going to fucking, I thought, don't talk to him, just fucking hit him straight in the ribs or in the stomach or whatever. Or in the bollocks. I was thinking his bollocks. I thought, so I just punch him in his bollocks. And all of a sudden he went, all right, lad, have you met my mum and dad? Well, it's fucking killed me. I thought, well, I can't hit him now, his mum and dad's here. So all of a sudden, there's this couple at the bar, and I've gone, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Savage. Taggart's behind me going, you fucking shit. So I'm going, no, I can't hit him now, his fucking mum and dad's here. So and this couple sort of blanked me a little bit. So he says, oh, do you want a pint? I went, no, mate. I said, I'm just coming over to say, well played today. I said, we've got to get on the coach, we can't have a drink. His gaffer's gone mad at us. He went, no problem, Dean. I walks out, and as I walks out, I'm like fucking fuming, you know what I mean? You're checking out you before you have a scrub, you know. And as I gets on the coach, Jerry follows. He went, do you know? He says, what? He says, all the best for the rest of the season, lad. I went, yeah, cheers. He said, he's a cunt, that Savage, isn't he? I went, yeah. He said, he's done you, hasn't he, all afternoon? He said, yeah. He said, he's just done you again. I went, why? He went, that wasn't his fucking mum and dad. Fucking killed me. I actually, when I got on the coach, I was thinking to myself, no wonder these fucking couple were blanking me. Not a clue, Mr. and Mrs. Savages.
He's done well for himself,
Man, he's obviously known that you've come over.
He's not. Oh, he knows. He knows. He got wind of it. That was. You know what I mean? So somebody's gone like, oh, he's fuming like.
Tell you what, fucking fair play to him, man.
Yeah. Oh,
no matter what he done throughout the game, that's
I worked with him
incredible.
on BT when Arsenal played Hull City in the FA Cup. And I told him. He said I can't remember. He said I can't remember it. He said, but obviously, I remember having a bit of a barney with you and that on the pitch. And I said, yeah, fucking. I said I tell that story on the circuit. He went, oh, fair play. Like,
you enjoying it now you've finished? Ambassador?
yeah, listen, the highlight of my life was the goal at Wembley. I never thought my life would
We've not even touched on that. Why have we've fucking sat in
Yeah, no.
at Old Stadium. We've not even touched on.
No, it's just
I'll tell you what, that were a cracking hurdle.
Yeah, listen, the one thing about it, like I said to you when I scored the goal at Cardiff, you have a lot of ups and downs in your life, and you score the goal at Cardiff and you think, fuck me, I've, not just me, but we've stayed up. That was the aim, to keep the club in the Championship. And then the next season there where we went, like, unbelievable. You know, the talking of the comparison now about our team now, where this time in 2008 we were 1 point behind what Hull City are on now.
Yeah.
You know, so they're on that. So can Hull City do what we did? You know, get to the playoffs and blah blah blah. Bear in mind we're fucking bottom of the league in December. So what an unbelievable turnaround that the club's done at the minute. But when I scored the goal at Wembley, I never thought my life would get any better. You know, it was one of them defining moments of your life. You've scored 234 goals, I think I scored, and it wasn't the best goal I've ever scored, but the most important one. And for when you're
£60 million goal?
60 million, yeah, it's one of them. You know, I always say it was all either going to be me or Bams, because Bams is a Hull lad. And I said to Phil Brown 3 weeks before, whatever it was, when we're leading up to the final, I said, I'll score the winner. And he went, I fucking believe you. I don't know why I said it, but I did it. And obviously, to see it go in the back of the net and then win the game and all the scenes afterwards, and you know, it was saying 250 grand win bonus we got. But the ex-wife got that, so I wish they'd blazed the over the bar. It changed my life, really. It changed my life, you know, obviously with my job now as an ambassador of the club. You know, very proud, obviously being a local lad. If my dad was alive, you know, I always wanted me to play for Hull City, and he, you know, obviously now if I knew I had this job, you know, but it did change my life, really, because, you know, then I got divorced. You know, you retire, it's the worst thing in the world, retiring. Then lost my father, defining moment of my life, for a heart attack, and you know, I got divorced and started drinking very heavily. Got depression, really bad depression. Tried to commit suicide. Fucking head had gone. Don't know what had happened to me. Never saw my children. Obviously fell out with the ex-wife at the time. We're good friends now, but we fell out at the time, which you do through a divorce. Moved back to Hull, and my life just went downhill. And then I ended up in Sporting Chance, Tony Adams' clinic, for 26 days. And I always say, like, when I'm circuit now, it's the best 26 days of my life because it saved my life. Now, don't get me wrong, I wasn't classed as an alcoholic, but I was alcohol dependent. And, you know, I'm a counsellor, I speak to my counsellor every now and then when you have good days and bad days. And, but it was fucking tough. It was the worst period of my life.
Can you still have it? Can you have a drink now?
Can I have a drink now? Yeah. The trouble is, John, I was drinking, but I was like crying and, you know, depressed and fucking. So every time I was drinking, I was thinking about fucking years back. Do you know when your mum and dad got divorced? And, do you know, that affected me bad when I was 12, 13 year old. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So,
worse than what you actually realised at the time.
Yeah, because you're thinking you're just going through it. And then all of a sudden, I always knew I had it in the back of my head. Because I always like listen to Elvis songs and fucking cry because mum and dad liked Elvis. Do you know what I mean? And like, fucking what's up with you, silly bastard, you know? And then it just gradually, and the more, obviously then that you know, things that happened in my life with the divorce and losing, never saw my kids and fucking moved back to Hull and moved in with a young bird, which I shouldn't have done, and then the kids wouldn't speak to me because it's just all a mess, do you know what I mean? It's all a mess, and then I just fucking went out drinking every day. Didn't play golf, didn't go to the gym, put fucking 2 stone in weight. You know, everybody was like, fucking hell, what's up with you? And then even my mum lived around the corner, well, not around the corner, but just round in Hull, and even she didn't know. I didn't tell anybody. And then I always tell the story, it was Ian Ashby knocked on the door. And he says, what are you doing? And I fucking broke down crying. He went, you did fucking hell, by the way. And he went on to Clark Carlisle, who was PFA rep at the time, big wig. And he rang Sporting Chance up. And I went for an interview. You go for an interview to see really crackers, like. And I went in.
You have to have an interview to get in?
You have to go in, to like sit in front of these counsellors, but I could not speak. Fucking snot coming out my nose, crying, and my mate took me there. It was Liphook in Portsmouth, and I didn't want to go. I was scared, so scared. It was like, so I moved back to Hull. My ex-wife had put me in the house. I stayed in Josh's bed till I went to rehab. It was all over the papers, all over Sky, you know. And it's so basically it was one of them where you're not the hero who scored the goal at Wembley, the lad walking around Morrison's who was trying to commit suicide, and you know, then your kids find out about it, and there was at school. It was just bad time, and but when I went to rehab, best 26 days of my life. I was scared, don't get me wrong. It was tough, you know, tough days and, you know, good days and bad.
What were you scared of before you went? Was it the realisation?
The truth.
Yeah.
The truth. I think that, you know, if anybody, and I did a mental health yesterday, and sometimes it is really hard to talk about it sometimes, but it's one of them where now, you know, everybody finds it hard, you know, in a sense, not just sports people, but general public, you know, that they dare speak out about it. But now, I know that I'm not cured, I understand that, but I don't cry now when I speak about it, which I never could speak about it when my dad died, you know what I mean? And then going to Tony's place, and that was like, yeah, very scary. You know, they take your mobile off you for the first 3 days. You got no fucking contact with the outside world. You're doing sessions, one-to-one sessions, group sessions with the 3 lads who I was in with. It's like a house that you live in, you know. But then I went to the gym you had to go to the gym every morning in between counselling sessions at Champneys. That was just down the road, so we'd go there. That's where we'd eat our food. And I lost 1.5 stone in weight. Never drank first 65 days. Went to AA meetings, which everybody thinks AA meetings are a bit full of tramps like that. Fucking hell, some wealthy people there. You know, Eric Clapton was in one of our fucking meetings, and he stood up and he went, "I'm Eric Clapton, I'm an alcoholic. Now if he can fucking do it." Do you know what I mean? And I'm like that going, fucking hell, Eric Clapton's over there.
Give us a song, Eric.
Yeah, you're thinking, yeah, go on, fucking, I thought he was going to get up and start singing.
They put some entertainment on us.
I'm thinking, what's he fucking doing here? And the next minute he stands up in front of 250 people going, "I'm Eric, and I'm an alcoholic." But the objective of the sessions and the counselling was to get out your demons, so there was no stone unturned really. Every time I spoke to a cat, and I always remember the last 2 days, and I felt good. I'd lost a lot of weight. I was fucking running, you know, madman really, doing loads of weights. Like, what you do, you have a family day. And my ex-wife, I got a driver to drive my ex-wife up, because I thought, I'm going to try and get back with my ex-wife here. You know, my head's fucking sorted. I don't have to lie anymore. I don't have to, you know, all the bad things I'd done by having an affairs and doing all this. And she came, and she didn't like what she saw. She didn't like the honesty, I don't think. You know, like, and she was saying, "What about this?" And I went, "Yeah, I did. I went with that, and I did that, and I did that." Yeah. And I think it was like, fuck me, it's a different fucking bloke, this, by the way. And I went back home, and then ended up moving back to Hull, and then I started doing the job, not the ambassador role, started doing match day stuff here. And then the chairman pulled me in, Ehab pulled me in, the chairman's son, and he went, "We're going to give you a role at the football club. We're going to give you a title as the ambassador." I went, "Fucking hell." He says, "We're going to give you this a year, blah, blah, blah." And I went, why are you doing this? Why are you doing it? He says, "You got sold to Aberdeen for 750 grand and you saved the club in the 90s. You scored the winning goal at Cardiff to keep us in the Championship, and you scored the goal at Wembley. And if you didn't do that, my family wouldn't run this football club." He said, "So I'm going to give you a job." And I just fucking brought down crying. I just went, "Fucking cheers." Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I didn't think of that. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, yeah, when I went to Aberdeen, they were going to close the gates at Portfield Park because there was 250 grand in land revenue debts, but I didn't know that at the time. Yeah. You know, they've just sold me because I was their biggest asset. And I always remember Terry Dolan, when I was on the flight, he says, "You know what, you can't come back, you know." I went, "What?" He says, "If you fucking don't agree personal terms here, they're going to close the gates." Yeah. We're fucked, basically. And Josh was 2-year-old at the time, and that was daunting. Yeah. Leaving Hull to go to fucking Aberdeen. Yeah. Fucking hell, I've never left Hull before in my life. But it was the best move I ever did, really. Moving away from Hull, away from my mates, you know what I mean? But yeah, I always say now, just for finishing off, if anybody has struggled, you know, don't be scared to come out. I was fucking petrified. coming out saying
The thing
that.
is, it's not so much there now, but it's the stigma in it.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's
Dean Windass.
Yeah,
Fucking Dean Windass.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
The trouble is, what you do, you end up. Do you know what I said earlier? I love my soaps, and I always, if somebody said, "What would you be if you want a football?" I'd love to be an actor. You know, I'd love to be on a thespian in the fucking in Emmerdale or fucking Corrie, or you know what I mean? Because I got brought up with all that as a kid, and I become a very good actor because I was in the change rooms with these like having a banter and that. Then going on, I was crying. Like John said, like Dean Windass, laugh and joke. You can't be a fucking footballer, fucking big eyed man up front. What a lot of bollocks. Because at the end of the day, we're human beings. Do you know, we all piss in the same pot. Do you know, and it's one of them where
sometimes pissing other people's
shit in somebody's. But listen, that's the big thing. I did some out of mental health yesterday, and sometimes it is hard to talk about it, and sometimes to bring it up again. But if it saves somebody's life, then you've done your job, really.